Hello. Today I'm going to be making some slime. I don't know anything about making slime because I'm not 14 years old anymore. Um, However, I hear that if you mix together glue and fabric softener, it will make slime. So today I'm going to make slime. I'm going to drink some wine because I'm an adult. And I'm going to talk about being vulnerable, which is a cool topic when you're making slime. So, great. Let's get right into this. So I'm going to start off with some Elmer's glue. I've been letting it sit upside down because I don't think it's a full bottle. I just dug out a bunch of garbage from a box. So whatever. I have this in wood glue. Can you use wood glue to make slime? Can a slime expert please tell me? I didn't have time to do any research, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this glue into here. Ooh, she's a little crusty. This might be old. This might not work out at all. Ooh, shit. Okay, there it is. Alright, dope. We're doing it. Wow. So while we wait for this glue to come out, I'm going to talk about being vulnerable, which is not something that I do very often. If you know anything about me, you know that I hate showing human emotion. So much so that I genuinely refuse to do it in a public space, in front of other human beings. So yesterday's vlog where I was crying on camera, that was a big deal. I've been trying really, really hard to be more vulnerable. Because I think that's what you're supposed to do instead of repressing your feelings. I think that's what's supposed to help you move on with your life. So this channel is kind of like an experiment in vulnerability and, you know, just trying to learn about myself. There's not much glue in here. This is not going to be a lot of slime. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this channel's kind of like an experiment in vulnerability and trying my hardest to not implode, to like not ruin my own life, basically, which also I love to do. I love ruining my own life. Favorite pastime, number one hobby, ruining my own life, making bad decisions. So yeah, expect to see more crying, maybe. I don't know. It's really weird. Like, I can't talk to anyone in my life because I don't know how to. But for some reason, crying on camera seems like a good idea. It really doesn't. It's actually very uncomfortable for me. But like I said, we're just gonna balls to the wall do it, you know? I'm trying to get all of it out, but like, I just don't care. Anyways, yeah, so I'm trying my best out here. But yeah, like, I can't talk to people in my life because I don't know how. That was actually a big problem in my relationship with my now dead fiance. That was like the only issue that we really had, was I have a very hard time opening up. And you would think that it would be very easy for me to do with someone that I've known for 13 years and I was planning on marrying. But it was very hard. I tried. That was like the big thing, is he was the only person I really tried with. Everyone else, you know, if someone else asks me how I'm doing, I'm always just gonna be like, oh, I'm fine. Even though inside I'm like, I hope I get hit by a car soon. But with him, like, it was really hard for me to say anything about how I was feeling. And like, I would get this like overwhelming anxious feeling, and I'm like, no, I just have to like do it. I just have to like push through and say what I want to say. And I would do it. It took a lot of time, but you know, like I said, that was like the one thing that I was trying to work on in our relationship. So yeah, so in the spirit of that, generally when shit hits the fan in my life, I repress it and I don't talk about it ever. But I felt like that was very inappropriate considering all of the work that Nathan and I had done in our relationship to get me to a point where I could talk to people and talk to him. So backsliding on that feels like sacrilegious, you know. So I'm exploring alternate venues that's not just me talking to a friend, because that makes me incredibly uncomfortable. So now I've got the glue in here. I guess the next step is to pour some fabric softener in. I really hope this is what you're supposed to do. The stuff smells great. I mean, how much should you put in? I guess I'll put in like a tiny bit and then like go from there, because you can't take it out. Can always add more, but wow, this seems stupid. I mean, it is stupid. I'm stupid. There's not a lot of glue in here. We're not gonna have much slime today, kids. I'm so sorry. I've been really angry lately. So when you're grieving, there's apparently the 5 steps of grief, and you know, there's the bargaining and the anger and the depression and the whatever else there is. I don't know how normal humans feel emotion. So I've been angry lately. Thanksgiving was just recently, and you know, I try to be thankful, but like, it's really hard when your life is bad. You know, it's like very hard. I think is this what glue texture is like, or is this turning into slime? I don't know. Anyways, it's hard to be thankful when your life is bad. And I wrote this blog post about how, like, I'm trying to trick myself into being thankful about things that are, like, substantially very shitty. You know, like, I'm trying to be like, you know, yeah, Nathan died, but at least he wasn't alone, you know, instead of being like, oh my god, I had to watch him die. That sort of thing. Which just feels like the shittiest thing in the world. So I've been really mad about that, that I'm just in a position in my life where I have to, like, do that. I'm also angry because, like, I'm a good person, right? Like, I've never done a bad thing in my life. You know, like, I volunteer my time, and I donate money to people when I can, and I've never said anything mean about someone before, you know. This is really not turning into anything. What am I doing wrong? Please help me. But, you know, like, I've been a good person, and, like, everything in my life has just been, like, bad. You know? Like, my dad died 3 years ago, and that was really hard, and I finally kind of started to feel like I was getting at a place where I was, like, okay with it. Especially, like, once Nathan and I got together, I was like, oh, this feels better. I feel less like I want to die every day, which was cool. But, like, then Nathan died, and it's like, okay, well, how am I supposed to bounce back from this? You know? Yeah. And it came at, like, a bad time, too. Like, I mean, there's no good time for someone to die, but, like, I already don't do well in times of transition, and we were just, like, in the middle of a big transition. He had just graduated from school, we had just moved to Philadelphia. I had a job, but it was just, like, a shitty customer service job that I was holding while I was searching for, like, a career job. He was just getting acquainted, like, with his job, and, like, we were learning how to, like, be in a relationship when both of us have to work extended hours. And so there was a lot of stuff going on just in that sort of transition. And then he died, which is, like, the ultimate transition, you know? And that was hard for me because I was already struggling with one transition. You know, it's like how this glue is trying to turn into something else and transition into slime, but it won't because nothing works out the way that you plan. So it's just stuck in its old ways. It just smells a little better than usual, you know? But anyways, so, you know, him dying, big transition. And now, like, I feel very bad because I now have to try to figure out what my life looks like without him in it. And that's hard to do. You know, it feels bad to try to, like, move on with my life without him being in it. Do you have to put something else other than fabric softener? Is this even the right fabric softener? Why is this not working? I just want slime. I just want slime. But yeah, it feels bad to try to like move on with my life without him in it. You know, we had just come up with like our 15-year plan together of like how we were going to progress through career options and like the wedding and stuff like that. And now I hope in the next 15 years I'm dead. Yeah, my cat agrees. He also hopes that he's dead soon. He's so fat, y'all. This cat is very fat. He and I have that in common. So, okay, I'm gonna do some research and figure out what the fuck's going wrong with this slime, and I'll be back, and I'll talk some more about my feelings. So give me a moment. Okay, so I read on the internet that you can also use contact solution. I don't know how that's gonna mix with the fabric softener I've already used. I don't have any more glue, so I'm gonna have to make this happen with this. I'm just gonna have to do it. So, speaking about being vulnerable, funny story with contact solution. So, when we were cleaning out the apartment in Philadelphia, Nathan had just got a bunch of new contacts very recently. And it turns out we have the exact same prescription. So, I ended up inheriting a lot of contacts, which is great because they're expensive as shit. So now I can put off going to my optometrist and spending more money and just keep wearing his contacts, which is dope. We in fact have so many pairs of his contacts that his mother literally texted me today and was like, hey, I found more contacts if you want them. I was like, yes. So I'm gonna pour in some solution, see if this solves any of my problems. It won't, but we'll see. This is so fucking stupid. Why am I doing this? This is like frustrating. And admittedly, maybe I should have like learned how the fuck to do this. Actually, this might be working. I can't tell I can't tell if this is thickened up at all. I cannot tell. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh shit. Oh wait, I think maybe this is making slime? Question mark? It seems like the texture is changing some. I'm also getting more drunk, so like, it's like making sounds that sound slimy. I'm afraid to touch it. Oh, yeah, nope, that's just glue. That's just straight glue. You know, I should probably take off my expensive rings while I'm doing this. You know? Like, don't be a fucking idiot, Stephanie. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, this is also not working for me. I just want slime. Oh my god. I'm stressed, y'all. This is a disaster. Much like my life, this slime is just not coming together. Should I try the wood glue? Do you guys think wood glue would work? I can try. I might as well try at least. I'm gonna go get more wine and grab some wood glue and try this again. Maybe this time just with... I feel like it's not gonna work, but Jesus Christ, I'll try anything. Okay. So I've returned. I have accumulated some more items and we're gonna attempt this again. I've got like a tiny bit of white glue left, but first I want to do an experiment with wood glue. Oh, this is not gonna work out. I can already tell. I think we're gonna have to make the wood glue work. This is the worst day of my life, honestly. Just shake it up a little bit so I don't get that weird residue. Hang on, let me try like squeezing out that weird oil. Yeah, my other slime is still just glue. Okay, so I'm gonna dump out all this weird oil. And then I'm gonna put the glue. Shit, there's still weird oil. This is making some foul noises. Oh my god, this glue might be like actually completely dry. Oh shit, okay, we've got some. This is disgusting, by the way. Ew. Ew, what the oh my god. Oh my god, people do this. Like, sure, people do this with, like, the correct ingredients and it comes out, like, wonderful and fun and, like, wholesome for the family. But, oh my god. Okay. So, I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna Violet Baudelaire some shit right now. Put my hair up. It's getting real. Drink. Alright. So I've got this crusty ass glue. Smells like death. Let me stir it a little bit. Maybe that will kind of soften her up some. That's me. I need to be softened up around the edges. Okay. Then the recipe said to put in like some baking soda. So I'm just going to put in like a tiny bit. Because the recipe was like for like 4 bottles of glue. And that is absolutely not what I have right here. Okay. So I'm going to mix that in. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to put in some contact solution. Just a little bit. I'm praying that this does something. Ooh. It's kind of like fluffing up a little bit. I love science, you guys. I love being a scientist. So it doesn't look like slime, but it does look like a delicious frosting now, rather than that weird crusty ass glue that we were experiencing earlier. So that's a step in a direction, perhaps. I don't think this is going to turn into anything. I truly don't. I wish that I like had something to deliver to you guys right now, but I don't, other than the failures of my life. Just add this to my list of transgressions. Like, can't fucking make slime. Alright, so I'm looking kind of fucked right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, I forgot to put that weird oil in this. Shit. I was gonna try something. I don't know. This is not turning into slime. So now this is what we've got. This is what we've got. Wow, what a disappointment. Life continues to disappoint me every day that I breathe. Wow. You may be wondering why I'm drinking while I'm doing this. It's because I'm stressed. Also, it's because I'm about to bake some cookies. And I like to drink whenever I cook. So we're going to pretend that everything's okay. We're going to pretend like life is fine. We're going to pretend like I just made a beautiful slime. And we're going to decorate it. Because maybe if I put glitter in it, it will seem less sad. So I'm just going to put a lot of glitter in it. Wow, look, it looks so pretty now. Look at that. that thickened it up a little bit. Like, she could pretend like she's a slime. She, this is like a catfish. This is like the worst catfish in the world. Like the saddest. Like, you think you're getting this like beautiful slime, and really it's just wood glue and sadness mixed together. Should I put more glitter? No. I've got these weird little sequin things. People put like weird shit in their slimes, so I'm gonna put these in here. And maybe that'll do something for me. I don't know. Great. We're doing great. We're doing so good right now. Everything is going according to my plans. My slime turned out beautifully. What can I say? I'm an expert. I am a slime star. Alright, so I'm gonna mix these in. Like, this looks cute. She, like, looks cute. I just don't know, like, what I would do with her. It's like, it looks kind of like gross sand. It looks like really gross sand. It looks like, what the fuck am I doing? It looks like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm 23 years old, and, like, I'm out here just, like, making some slime. Wow. You know, you never expect to get existential when you do things like make slime. But when you're me, everything turns into this weird existential conversation. So that's cool. I really like that. I can't do anything without being like, okay, but how does this relate to life and, like, living at large? So, you know, the only thing left to do is mix both of my failed slimes together and just, like, see what that does. So I'm going to put weird sand into fucked up glue. This is, like, gritty. Like, the texture is just, like, sand. This looks cute, though. Like, the glitter, I like her. Okay, so this is what we have now. I'm going to mix them together. That was a mistake. That looks gross. This is just, like, sad soup. Just primordial soup. Alright, guys. Yeah, so this was a disappointment, much like everything else that I've ever accomplished or tried to accomplish in my life. So, wow. We tried. Not very hard, but we tried our best. So, cheers. I'm gonna go jump off a bridge now. I was gonna try to chug that. But one thing I've learned in my life is to never chug $3 wine, because that's how you throw up.